Hi parents, if you are still following us in this series, it basically means you are a very concerned parent who is absolutely committed to supporting your child in his upcoming GCE or N-level English exams, right? We are now down to our last tip number 7 of our sharing series, and today I'll be sharing with you this tip will basically help your child overcome one of the hurdles, that he will be experiencing when he's doing argumentative writing. And this hurdle is basically coming up with ideas, developing ideas. So if your child has ever come up to you and say that, oh, mommy or daddy, when I do argumentative or discursive writing, I don't have any ideas. I don't know what to write. Okay. So if this sounds like what your child has shared with you previously, then you need to pay close attention to this tip, which I'm about to share with you. Now, first and foremost, why is it that, previously, your child might find it much easier to come up with ideas when they are doing creative recount writing in primary school or even the lower secondary, but now that they have come to argumentative discursive writing, it suddenly seems that they have no ideas at all. Now, it shouldn't come as a surprise, because when your child is doing creative recount writing, what they are basically utilizing is more the right hand side of the brain, right, which is involved with imagination and creativity. So when they need to develop their storyline, their plot, or share their experiences, what they are doing is basically, utilizing their imaginative skills. Okay, but it is a different ball game altogether for argumentative writing, because argumentative writing demands logical reasoning, as well as for your child to include real-life examples in their writing. Okay, and it basically utilizes the left-hand side of the brain. Okay, so this difference in terms of the demands of the question is the problem why your child would come and tell you that they've got no ideas, they don't know what to write. Okay, so what you can do to help your child is basically this. Now, while the O and N-level paper is essentially a language paper and not a content paper, he still has to be well versed with some current affairs knowledge. Okay, he has to be well equipped with current affairs. Okay, I know at this point in time, some parents out there, you will heave a sigh of relief that, okay, there's finally someone who agrees with me that, my child needs to read more. All right. Now, because time is not on the side of the child, so what you could do is to get your child to focus on some high frequency themes, that are commonly tested in the O levels or the N levels, and they are the current buzzwords. So I would say that, focus on topics, themes related to technology, especially about the internet, social media, or mobile devices. Another current hot topic will be based on environment. We all know the environment is a big global issue these days, so you could get your child to focus on that. Other than that, topics which relate to teenage experiences, relate to the experiences of youth, will be a hot topic as well. And finally, any topic that relates to Singapore in general, topics related to the theme of food, shopping, or even culture or traditions. So get your child to read up on current affairs based on the topics that I have outlined to you. All right. Now, so if I may use an analogy, all right. Let's think about baking a delicious chocolate cake. Now, what do we need to bake a delicious chocolate cake? All right. Some of you will probably think of, we need the recipe. We need to have good baking skills. Now, other than that, one of the most important things that we need is basically good quality ingredients, perhaps like eggs, milk, and even premium Belgian chocolate. On a similar vein, all right. Similarly, for students to ace their essays, they need to read quality articles in order to have ideas so that they could tackle the argumentative essays with ease. Okay, so it's a very simple concept. All right, no input equal no output. So perhaps you could share this analogy with your child if they are still resistant about reading. Okay, tell them just focus on the themes which I've outlined. All right, just in case you miss it, the themes are technology, environment, teenage experiences, and Singapore. All right, so get them to read out articles on those areas, jot down the ideas in a notebook or a piece of paper so that they have these examples ready on hand that they could bring in when they are doing their writing topics. All right. Okay, now, so it has been an extreme privilege to be, sharing so many tips with all concerned parents out there over the last few days. It has been a really deep privilege, and I've enjoyed myself, sharing all these tips with you. All right, so if your child needs some form of extra support, feel free to contact me or my team of language specialists. All right, and all the best to you and the child for their upcoming national exams. Take care.